3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to the Thursday night's Newstream. I guess that's what we're going to call it for now. Well, we might change it. If you've got a better idea, let us know. This is kind of our idea to put a little bit of news in to give you something on a Thursday night, and we're experimenting still. Let us know. We had some good comments last week. I think we're up for it. Everyone seemed to be quite like it, Ed.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think
so. While we're on our break, it keeps us in touch with you.
It certainly does. And normally we'd be doing this from Wadswick, and we'd normally be doing it yesterday and then pretending it was today. But that didn't work out for various technical reasons.
Ready? Hello, and welcome to the Thursday night. Have a go at not doing the live stream, but
So we're here.
So we're here
with you. So what's in the news?
Well, I guess the first thing to talk about is, I mean, we all know that Oshkosh is coming up the day after tomorrow. We're off, but let's go back to last weekend. Sleepkosh, probably the biggest.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest fly-in there's been so far this year, and who knows?
I would say so. A really big one. This is an event that's been happening. I think this might be their third or fourth year now, but it's the team at Slate, and they're just doing a really good job of just growing this. It's almost like a festival of flying in a way, isn't it? It's you can't drive into it as a member of the public, but it's all about flying in. And I think they had probably close to 400 aeroplanes or something. And looking at the photos, looked like everyone had an amazing time. So
it's interesting. If you look at some of the great events that Oshkosh, for a start, Aero Friedrichshafen, and the much lamented Tankosh, straight Tannheim, they all started as kind of little small fly-ins and just grew and grew and grew. And I think Sleipkosh is showing all the signs of doing just that, really. So unfortunately, I need to sort this out with the organisers. They always do it at the same weekend. We have Pilot Careers live up in Manchester, so I'm always working there. So I flew up in the 182 to Barton and went past Sleip on the way, which is like always frustrating. But yeah, and that was also rammed. There was like over 1,000 people there, and that was just brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic.
That's good news. That takes place. Did you hold that at the visitor centre at Manchester?
The Ringway. It was basically at the Concord Conference Centre, which is a huge blister hangar with Concord inside, which is an absolutely fabulous venue, which itself is on the Ringway Visitors. I think it's the Runway, not Ringway, a Runway Visitor Centre, which is just an absolutely fabulous, fabulous facility. Whoever's organising that and making that happen is doing an absolutely brilliant job. I mean, if every commercial airport had that in the world, then there would be a lot more pro aviation people around. It's just brilliant. I think we might go up. We might go up there one Saturday and do a little video or something, because it's just a fantastic, really impressive place.
Great place for families to go and watch flying going on, isn't it? So
yeah, absolutely. Last week, I don't know if you remember that far back, Ed. It seems a long time ago now. There wasn't a huge amount of news.
No,
but I think it's
a bit of a change.
Trickle in, yeah.
Go on. We've had a couple of avionics stories, and these are tied in with Oshkosh, because people always have their avionics news and to try and make that happen at Osh. Garmin have announced a couple of new slimline radials for permit aircraft in the UK, or experimental in the States. I think it's an evolution of a device that's come out for the certified world, but this is the GTR 205. Oh no, it's based on the GTR 205, and this is the GTR 205X, and also an XR, which is the remote one if you've got a Garmin G3X. And basically, it's a really slimline radio. They're all in one stereo intercom with a 2-place intercom and speaker output, and it's the panel mount version has got a Bluetooth connection for phone calls and media entertainment, and it's got 3D audio as well. So. But that's coming in at, I think, $2,195, which is $500 less than the certified one.
Let me just put my cynical hat on. I'm just taking this out of bed, so it doesn't fit. My cynical hat. Hopefully Garmin will find me at Oshkosh and go, "You were wrong. You just got it wrong." But I'm going to say, I bet you that's exactly the same as a certified one. It's just the elements of inside it, the intercom and all that aren't certified yet, or may never will be. Who knows?
I'm guessing the intercom bit might not be certified. So
no, that doesn't mean you can buy the experimental one and just sneak it into your certified area, because people will be going, "There's paperwork." Doesn't work. Yeah. So and then Dynon did some good stuff. They've announced that their kind of STC for fitting the Skyview HDX to certified aircraft now covers a couple of additional singles. I think they're up to about 800 singles now, and
Yeah,
pretty
and
much every single piston twin.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
that's good. In the experimental world, they've added a function called emergency glide to their Skyview HDX flight deck. So that's it's basically a piece of additional software that they say is designed to help reduce workload in a situation where pilots are easily overwhelmed.
I think we should probably go and next week we'll pop over to the Dynon stand and get a demo.
Yeah,
Maybe see if we
yeah.
can't do a little reel or a video of that.
Yeah.
I think one of the things I need to make clear that I forgot to make clear 30 seconds ago was that the Dynon certified STC list is an FAA STC list. They haven't yet gone EASA. We'll talk to them about that over there. We'll say, when are you going to do EASA then? And see if they are. See if they
I mean, in a logical world, EASA and the CAA, EASA say, well, we accept your FAA STCs, and then CAA say, we accept your EASA and American STCs, and the world is aligned.
And everyone says it sort of works like that already, and it does. So it works better like that now than it did many years ago.
Yeah,
but it doesn't. It's not as smooth as you might normally consider to be. It's as smooth as a road in the UK.
Smooth, unsmooth thing. So, I've just changing tracks slightly. You mentioned the PCL event up at Manchester. Was there? Has there been some BA news off the back of that?
There was BA were first up with. I mean, if you've never been to one of these events before, basically there's a whole host of ATOs who provide the training, but there are seminars, and many of the seminars are given by the airlines. And first up this on Saturday was British Airways, and they have a system called the Speedbird Academy, which is basically a fully sponsored ATPL. So once you've gone through all of their selection process, and it's a tough one because it has to weed out something like 20,000 people, as it were. And they started off sponsoring 60 cadets, and they provide the medical, the flight training, the accommodation. You get a bit of money as kind of pocket money. You're not a BA employee at that point, but you will be when you're qualified. So it's a really good deal, considering you probably have to come up with 120 grand or thereabouts if you're not a BA cadet.
Yeah.
But the good news is that in next year, that's gone from 60, which itself got bumped up to 75.
Yeah.
Because of the quality of the applicants, it's bumped up to 200, which is really fantastic. I mean, 200 people is a significant number. Sadly,
a massive jump.
Yeah, no. So good news there. Look out for that. There's all sorts of criteria, plenty of information online for the BA Academy, on both on Pilot Career News and on the BA website itself. Funnily enough.
Yeah, and who doesn't want to fly for your nation's flag carrier? So and get paid to do it.
I think because we do these shows all over the place, Germany, Italy, Spain, and stuff like that. And whichever country you're in, I don't think I've ever met a young, keen pilot to be who's ever said, "I don't want to fly for the flag carrier. I'd much rather fly for somebody else."
That's
it. That tends to be the pinnacle that they're aiming for, and the BA Speedbird Academy kind of brings you into. They call it into the BA family.
Yeah.
And then So.
A bit of follow-up news. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was maybe a little bit more, but we mentioned that the guy who ran Cromer Airfield, Chris Gurney, he had passed away, and we had some information from friends of his, and that's gone into a news story on Flyer. But Chris's funeral will be held at St Mary's Church, Northreps, at 2 p.m. on Friday, the 2nd of August. If you want more information on that, that's on flyer.co.uk at the moment. But
absolutely, yeah. I never met Chris, but I understand from everything I've read and people I've spoken to since, there was a bit of a character.
Oh yeah, and I know people who visited Cromer. You know, he was the life of that airfield. So even though Einie had an accident it was a passenger in a Tiger Moth. He was very badly hurt, was in a wheelchair, but he never let that hold him back. He was always bright as a button and really cheerful. So.
Absolutely. So the other thing that we forgot to mention, or I forgot to mention perhaps when we were talking about Oshkosh earlier, and again it's another story on Flyer, which the Oshkosh webcams have gone live, so you can You can pull up
Yes.
the EAA page, which looks like it was designed in 1967.
It's not that bad. It's just not that modern, is it? So
It's embarrassing. It's like, what were they thinking? Seriously?
who doesn't love a webcam? So
Well, yeah. Don't go there for the design. Go there for the content. That's what I say.
yeah. And talking of going there, if you're going to Oshkosh, a reminder: if you're a Fly Club member, come and get your free beer. Of which I know there's. I think I've heard from at least 4 people, in addition to you and I, that might be turning up for free beer. So
I can think of another 2. I'm going to have to find myself an ATM, aren't I, to go and finance this. But basically, you'll probably be wondering, well, if you're offering free beer, how am I going to know where and when to get it? Should I just accost you on the tram? No, don't just accost us on the tram, but do say hello. Basically, go to the Flyer forums, to the members area, make sure you're logged in, and in there is a link to the Flyer Club WhatsApp community, and we're using that community really mainly as a way of saying, hey, there's a live stream, there's a Newstream, there's a Skype stream, and here's a free beer, or don't forget to come and get your free mugs, etc., etc., etc. Talking of which, if you want the free beer, go have a look at the members page in the landing fees, and in there you'll see your little voucher for a free beer. It'd be good to either bring that along or show us it on your phone, because we can't. I mean, 500,000 people go to Oshkosh, and beers there are probably $6 a bottle or something. So we much as we'd love to buy everyone at Oshkosh a beer, we don't. The budgets are into 3 million.
That's it. And if you're in the members area, you'll also find your token for your Flyer Club mug. If you want to come and visit us at Wadswick, of which 1, 2, 3, 4 people came and got mugs yesterday, didn't they?
I did. I think we must be up to. Well, I don't know what we are, but I did notice the mug stock is getting low.
Is near the bottom of the box.
It's near the bottom of the box. There will be no mugs next week because we'll be in Oshkosh.
Yeah.
I'm away the week after that.
But I'll probably be around at Wadswick.
You'll probably be there. So sort that, and then when I get back later on this summer, we'll organise the next batch of mugs, which will have something else on them. But you have to be a member to get a mug. Absolutely.
That's it,
good. Any other news that you can think of, Ed?
Can't think of anything right now.
I can't think of anything right now.
It's just say, obviously, there won't be a live stream extra for members next week because we'll be busy with Osh. We are going to try and do a regular Thursday night live stream if we can find a location and some bandwidth, but that will be live from Oshkosh. But we'll let you know. You'll see about that.
Yep. Absolutely. And don't forget, if you're a member, you still got if you remember you want your mug or your beer or your free landings or access to all the content, just got to sign up. Only cost you £5 a month.
That's it. And don't forget, if you are a club member, July landing fees, which we're just over halfway through July. Fabulous Compton Abbas, Damon's Hall, Kitty Hawk, East Kirkby, and Fishburn.
You know, of those, I think the only place I haven't been is Fishburn.
Fishburn, yeah.
And
that's I haven't been there either, but I hear it's a good fun place.
I hear good. Right, in that case, I think all we need to do is say thank you very much for watching. Have a safe weekend flying. Enjoy. If you're at Oshkosh, come and say hello. Come and get your beer if you're a member, and we'll see you all soon. And Ed, I shall see you on Saturday for our annual pilgrimage to Applebee's.
Oshkosh. Yes, see you.
And
see
pick and save.
Absolutely.
Pick and Save is the shop, if you're wondering. It's a grocery store. Yeah, good.
Okay, fly safe and take care, everybody. See you soon.
Thanks very much, all. Cheers.